within 30 days, whatever you're putting into place will show itself in a good way to you, and you're going to get what you wanted. And it's going to be making you finally happy and saying, man, it's been a while.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Aquarius, this is your astrology reading for the week of September 1st through the 7th. This week begins with a sense of anticipation. You can feel that something is shifting even if you can't quite put your finger on it. The first few days of September highlight your vision for the future. You may find yourself brainstorming, making plans, or suddenly seeing new solutions to challenges that have had you stuck for quite a while. This is your gift, seeing probabilities where others only see limitations. And I love that too. I mean, again, you get stuck in a rut sometimes, or some people do in that sense, but you don't see the rut. You see how the rut will take you elsewhere. I love it. The key early in this week is to capture those ideas before they float away. Write them down, share them, or even take a small action to set them into motion. Around the middle of the week, September 3rd or 4th, your relationships and networks come into focus. This is a time when collaboration pays off. Collaboration builds to a wonderful, warm richness of unity. So make sure you use that to your advantage. You might receive unexpected support, a new contact, or even a surprising invitation that will broaden your world. Aquarius, you thrive in community, but you also value your independence. The balance this week is about letting others in without feeling tied down. Now that could be a little difficult one, but I think you can get it done. Look at these connections as bridges to opportunity rather than chains that restrict you. Isn't that a wonderful way to see it? I love it. As the weekend approaches, the 6th and 7th, you may feel called to pull back and do some inner reflection. It could be about your goals, your relationships, or even the way you've been spending your energy. Sometimes in the rush to innovate and move forward, you forget to pause and ask yourself if the path still aligns. If you are fighting your path, if you are not aligned with your path, you will find that life is more complicated or difficult. So again, when you stop and you analyze, if you feel it's been complicated, it's probably because you weren't aligned. So this is a good time to do that, to pause and again, ask yourself that question. The weekend gives you the chance to do just what we just said. Trust that quiet insights will arrive when you give yourself permission to slow down. Overall, Aquarius, this week is about clarity and alignment. You're being asked to step into a role as a visionary, but also to recognize that you don't have to carry the whole future on your own shoulders. With the right people beside you and a little time to recharge, you'll end this week with renewed focus and excitement for what's ahead. So remember, let your ideas flow, welcome collaboration, and give yourself the gift of reflection. This combination sets you up for breakthroughs that could ripple far beyond this very single week. Now let's look at tarot and see how it resonates.
Aquarius, this is your tarot reading for the week. Let's see how it aligns with that amazing astrology reading. Let's get to it. Spirit and Universe, please tell us what is in Aquarius's best interest. Highest and best, right? The bottom of the deck, I love that deck. The energy of the deck for your environment this week is one of a King of Wands. When the King of Wands is in your card reading, it's telling you that there's a power play here. There is energy or power around something you're doing. It could be you specifically, depending on where the card falls, or it could be the people around you. In this case, because it is your environment, it is the people around you, it's the energy around you. So there's a lot of power playing this week. This could be many different things, how it plays out around you. Again, when you see it, you'll know it. It could be somebody who is in a leadership position trying to insert themselves. It could be somebody who is wanting to get the attention of leadership. This could be a lot of people with a lot of big egos pushing their weight and trying to get attention. Or this could just be the kind of people, this could be the situation where people are, kind of jockeying for something above. So this is a very hectic week of testosterone, a week of just higher energy. So know that going in and figure out how you want to navigate around that. Okay. Sometimes this is a week where you just kind of let them do their thing because they don't want to hear it. The people around you don't want to hear it. They're so busy into their own head. So your energy this week is that Nine of Pentacles. I love when the Nine of Pentacles comes out. It's a very wonderful card, especially in reference to the card we just saw. This is you just kind of sitting there taking notice, watching what people are doing. See the bird on your hand? Spirit's been talking to you. You have been listening to a lot of people. A lot of people have been giving you advice recently. A lot of people have been kind of giving you some direction, maybe give you some, saying, maybe try this or don't do this or whatever. They also may be preparing you for something to come along. So maybe even throwing you in the mix of this, but you're rising above it. You're not really going to buy into that this week. You're going to stay above the fray. You're going to be patient. You're going to watch. You're going to observe, because this is the observer energy. And it's interesting because one of the other suits had another 9, which again is that stop, watch, take inventory, observe. And this is where you are this week. But you are watching because you have information. You've been given information that other people don't have. And so you have a little more insight. And that makes you very happy because you're like, if they only knew what I know, don't share it. Look at my face. Don't look at my face. Don't do it. Don't share it. Keep that to yourself because this is a week of you making sure you are preparing, make sure you are good, and making sure you know how to move forward. But this is not a week to share the energy with somebody else in that regard. Let them figure it out. Some of them may not even figure it out. And if that's the case, that's their path. Let them be on their path. You do you. The next card out that supports this is that the Knight of Wands. And I like that Knight of Wands, and especially it fits here because we have this King of Wands, which tells you a kind of a work environment or a project you're working on or something like that. So this Knight of Wands is just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Again, focusing on you, focusing on your preparedness, focusing on what you need to do to move forward, not playing the games, not getting into this thing, but most importantly, just kind of preparing yourself and moving forward to where you know you need to go, where you know you need to be, and where it is that you know that you would be most comfortable when you get there. So again, what that destination is, we may not be aware yet. We may not be quite knowledgeable of exactly where we're going, but we know where we want to be. We want to be in that higher place, that place of more stability, the place of money, the place of more wealth, the place of earnings capacity growing, the place of knowledge growth, and also a place where you feel comfortable and stable. You don't have to worry about the whims of people and the whims of their changing emotions or whatever else, which again, lots of this activity because of this card in your experience. The next card out is the Hangman card. So the Hangman is saying what I said is like, don't do anything, not this week. Don't do anything. Just sit back and chill, watch, learn, understand, appreciate. But make sure we don't take any overt actions. Make sure we don't make any moves forward. Because, again, this week, let the players play. Let the fools fool. But you don't have to go there. All you have to do is be ready to pick up the pieces because some of them are going to fall flat on their face. And when they do, you're going to just smile and say, I got you. I can do that. And you're going to take over in that responsibility like that. Ultimately, you'll be glad you did because here's an Ace of Cups. And that Ace of Cups is saying, hey, now that I have stood back, now that I watched, now that I learned, now that I understood how I needed to navigate, then that Knight comes in and says, okay, let's move forward with that navigation, but let's do it in a stealthy way. We don't want to really raise the alarms and all that kind of stuff, but we know where we're doing it. And then that Hangman's like, but chill, make sure you're chill and laid back and make sure you're not pushing on to somebody else. Just do you. Just do you. And you will be happy because you will get the result you want. There are some questions to be had. This result, though, is going to come within the cycle of a moon, so it could take up to 30 days. But again, what you're putting into place now, because again, the 9 is not the closing. The 9 is getting you close to closing. Remember, always in tarot, 10 closes. So this is getting you close to that point. So within the full moon cycle, if you see the moon in that card, you'll see it. Within the full moon cycle, this whole process will come to an end. It'll come to an end to your liking, should you again, keep listening to the ground and understanding what is needed, when it's needed, how it's needed, all those things. And ultimately, you will then be able to strike when time comes. And when that happens, the Joy card shows that you'll be happy. And look at this, a 10 of Cups, one of the best, happiest cards in the deck, because that says, yes, victory. And remember I said about the 9s and the 10s. The 10s bring closure. So that would make sense because, again, the 9 prepared you. The 10 brought that closure to make you happiness, and then that happiness moves forward. But again, that new happiness, the closure and then the new happiness happens within the full moon cycle, so within a 30-day window. It's not going to be this week, but it's coming. So hang in there tight. Let's see if there's any one other card in there. You may have to do a little bit of changing on the way in which you see things based on information coming in. Because again, as you learn, as you watch, you're going to learn. But make sure that you're making the adjustments as you see them necessary. And continually be patient, be vigilant. This is a Queen of Wands, very patient energy. But we will get through this. Again, that King is more now. That Queen is patient. And remember when I talked about the patience within a month. So that makes very good sense. Wow, interesting. This truly is about mostly work, or it's about investing, work or investments, or some kind of other activity you're involved with when it comes to money or to future or to retirement or to anything in reference to your economic picture, anything that generates economics, anything that has an economic tinge to it. This would include that. The good thing is this is not about love and relationships. So don't worry about trying to pin this to that. There's nothing in here about love and relationships that way. Those things are on autopilot right now. The most important thing you should focus on right now is your business, your job, your economics, your investments. That's what this is about. Focus on that. Let the craziness go. Let it go on its own. And you do you. And by the end of the week, you're going to be glad you did. Again, within 30 days, whatever you're putting into place will show itself in a good way to you, and you're going to get what you wanted. And it's going to be making you finally happy and saying, man, it's been a while. But you got there. Yeah, I got there. While we're getting there, please do me a favor and help me grow my channel. One of the easiest ways to do it is to share this out. So hit that share button. And additionally, I'm making it very easy because I put the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. So if you hit that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, you will subscribe to my channel. Should you subscribe to my channel and you want to also subscribe to Miss Bonnie's channel, which is Your Love Goddess, our astrology preparer, please go ahead and go over there and click hers as well. That's Your Love Goddess. If you're on Your Love Goddess's channel on YouTube, please pop over to Sonoran Mystic Tarot. That's mine. And hit it over there. I would appreciate it. And then together we have Cards and Constellations. Pop over there and click on that one as well. Let us also know how you're feeling. Does this resonate? What do you have questions-wise? We will answer those should we be able to. Again, we do respond. We do not ignore your comments. We appreciate every comment that we get, and we do respond. So send us a message. Let us know how this is going with you. Again, share and subscribe. We would appreciate it. Love, light, and blessings from Miss Bonnie and her family to me and my family, to you and to yours. Until next week, have an amazing one. We'll talk then. Bye.